The odds of a fisherman finding a message in a bottle? 1 in 300 million. But what this man finds is even more unbelievable. For weeks he's caught nothing. Zero. Then he pulls a strange fish from the water and notices something in its mouth. A waterproof capsule with coordinates, a cry for help, and a message that gives him goosebumps. The fisherman follows the clues. What he discovers makes him a hero overnight. The media goes wild, and his life will never be the same again. But not every message from the ocean is written on paper. Some are never sealed in bottles. Some don't come from objects at all. Sometimes the message is alive. And on that same stretch of Caribbean water, another call for help was about to be heard. Not by a fisherman, but by a diver named Brian. This story takes place on the crystal blue waters of the Caribbean Sea, in a town called Coral Cove. Famous for its nature and marine life, this tropical paradise was home to Brian, one of the best diving guides in the area. On this particular morning, Brian decided to swim alone in a spot full of underwater beauty. Surrounded by colorful fish and coral reefs, he was having a wonderful day. But this peaceful moment didn't last long. He heard shouts from a small group of tourists on the shore. They were pointing excitedly at nearby rocks, saying something urgent. Brian quickly swam toward them. That's when he heard it. The cries of a baby dolphin stuck among the sharp rocks. The little creature couldn't free itself. Brian carefully freed the baby without hurting it and released it back into the sea. The baby dolphin cried out joyfully, swam circles around him, and disappeared into the depths. Brian smiled, relieved. But then something unexpected happened. The same baby dolphin suddenly reappeared beside him. At first, Brian thought it just wanted to play. But the dolphin behaved strangely, circling him again and swimming in the same direction, as if asking him to follow. Brian followed. They swam quite a distance until they reached a small cove where people were almost never seen. And there it was, a large fishing boat he didn't recognize. Commercial fishing was prohibited in these areas because of rare coral reef vegetation. Brian immediately suspected poachers. Near the boat, he saw a large fishing net in the water. Rare and valuable fish were caught inside. But most importantly, an adult dolphin was tangled in the nets and couldn't escape. Brian rushed to help. He carefully cut the nets wrapped around the dolphin's body. During the rescue, he realized it was female. The baby dolphin swam beside them constantly. This was its mother. The baby had tried to seek help from tourists on the shore for its mother, but ended up stuck in the rocks itself. Fortunately, there was an experienced diver nearby. Brian freed the mother dolphin. She cried out happily and disappeared into the depths with her baby. But Brian wasn't done yet. He reached the shore and immediately called the Coast Guard. Before the poachers could escape, police arrived at the scene. The criminals were caught red-handed. The officers thanked Brian for his help and asked him to assist in rescuing the sea creatures caught in the nets. The entire day flew by, but Brian had no regrets. He had managed to save many precious lives. As Brian headed home, he thought about the baby dolphin's courage. The little dolphin had sought help from humans to save its mother and made a great effort. This was a testament to how strong and determined nature could be. Brian would never forget this experience, and maybe one day he would encounter the baby dolphin again, but this time he would see it happy and healthy. This story reminds us how important it is to protect coral reefs and marine life. These wonders of nature should always be preserved without human interference and passed on to future generations. Sometimes the bravest heroes come in the smallest packages, and sometimes all they need is someone willing to listen to their cry for help.